You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodgers for Black and White Sports 2. Well, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers because we do have some information that may bring some clarity to the situation. Looks like it's a lot like we thought it might end up being. It seems that for Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be the Packers, the Jets, or retirement, okay? It seems that the Raiders are out of the running. They've pulled themselves out, and the Titans have decided, and this is the other story in all this, Ryan Tannehill's going to be their starting quarterback again. That's what it looks like, and this is the value of all the personnel people being in Indianapolis for the scouting combine. So we're getting this news. It's fresh. It's from The Athletic. Now, keep the following in mind when we're talking about this. There was a time that the Cleveland Browns were completely back out of the running for Deshaun Watson. Guess what? Team has another meeting. They talk about, you know what? F it. Let's do this. Let's go back to him. After we've already said we're out, let's offer him a fully guaranteed contract, and Deshaun Watson is a Cleveland Brown. After it publicly came out 3 or 4 days earlier, the Browns were completely out of it, and they were completely out of it, okay? So, things can change, and another team can get involved here. So you don't know. I mean, a team we're not even talking about. The Panthers are rumored out there. There are opposing stories out there. You know what? We'll just talk about that right quick. There's opposing stories. Adam Schefter said the Panthers were interested in Aaron Rodgers. Now, there was another story that came up that said, no, the Panthers are not interested in Aaron Rodgers. So there's dueling stories out there. Right now, Adam Schefter having been the one that said, yeah, they are interested. So that's something to keep in mind about another team that's laying in the weeds here like a snake. The Athletic. This is Zach Rosenblatt. This is what he is hearing. And look, the Jets may mess around here and try to wait out for Aaron Rodgers and lose Derek Carr in all this, okay? So that's going to be interesting. And, of course, then there's going to be other quarterbacks that might be in play. Jets coach Robert Saleh went to bed with a stomach bug on Tuesday night, woke up knowing he wouldn't be able to make it to the NFL Combine to participate in his team's second meeting with quarterback Derek Carr. Quote, I'm sad I didn't make it. Saleh said in a video call on Thursday, I'll let you know he had the norovirus. Saleh wasn't originally planning to come back to the Combine anyway. He didn't last year, but this was obviously a unique circumstance as Jets and others pursue Carr in free agency. Owner Woody Johnson and General Manager Joe Douglas were both at that meeting, and now the Jets and the rest of the league really are in a holding pattern as everyone waits a decision from Aaron Rodgers on his future and the domino effect that will have on Carr and others. I've been vocal. I think Carr should go with one, of those NFC South teams. They just feel like a better fit. Saints, Panthers, somebody like that. A little less low profile. His old coach down in New Orleans, Dennis Allen, is down there. Frank Wright, a great coaching staff that they put together in Carolina. Both teams have weapons. Both teams have good defenses. Okay. And look, I think either one of those teams that land Derek Carr will be the front runners to win that NFC South division. It's a weak division. The Jets didn't have a full contingent in Indianapolis. Many coaching staff skipped the event now. But there are some Jets assistant coaches in town to help with position drills with draft prospects, plus Douglas, assistant general manager Rex Hogan, the team scouting staff, and other front office members. This guy says he was in town too. Here are some things I'm hearing about the Jets, their quarterback pursuit, and much more after talking to 6 league scouts, coaches, or pro personnel executives. They agreed to speak as long as they would not be named. This is what we're hearing about Rodgers. The Jets are willing to wait out Rodgers. Nobody really knows what Rodgers is thinking about his future even after he spoke about it on the podcast this week. His first public comments since going on a 4-day darkness retreat. He didn't sound like someone who planned to retire. I agree with that. Pushing back on the idea that his skills are declining. So what's the next? What's next? The next question, what happens? What team does he play for? The Raiders have appeared to remove themselves from the running, while the Titans have said they plan to bring back Ryan Tannehill. It's shaping up as the Packers, Jets are bust for Rodgers unless a mystery team plans to enter the fray. Around the league, there's an expectation that if Rodgers doesn't retire, he'll likely return to the Packers. And that they'd welcome him back with open arms. But Rodgers hasn't been communicating with the Packers GM, Brian Gutekunst. So that's mostly guesswork. The Jets hired one of Rodgers' closest friends, Nathaniel Hackett, as offensive coordinator. But I've heard that hasn't helped provide any insight on his decision either. Despite all of that, the Jets are willing to wait for Rodgers to make a decision because they believe the quarterback, even at 39, gives them the best chance to not only make the playoffs but compete for the Super Bowl. Yes, it would cost a lot, both in terms of financial and trade compensation, but the Jets view getting Rodgers, quarterback the caliber of Rodgers, worth it all, even if it also means adding drama that follows with him. So it does go on. Carr must be able to handle the scrutiny and criticism that comes with being the Jets quarterback. And they talk about NFC Scout also cited concerns about how Carr handles pass rushing pressure in games, noting that he started to become contact averse after he suffered that fibula fracture at the end of 2016 and as he struggled with a rib injury in 2022. The Jets are aware of the perception of Carr. It does go on to talk about the fact that they kind of view Derek Carr as being in the same situation that Matthew Stafford was in. All right. Look, Derek Carr's got a pretty good arm. He doesn't have Matt Stafford's gun. All right. Matt Stafford has got a cannon. I don't know if people realize that. He has got a smoking arm on him. Matthew Stafford, I got to admit, the situations, the parallels are kind of similar. You know, you're with a team, a franchise that just can't put it together, can't get it right. Go to the Rams, get it with a great coaching staff, win a Super Bowl. But does that feel like exactly where the Jets are at? I know everybody keeps talking Super Bowl. They got a great team around it. You know, they truly do. But I don't know. They're in the AFC East. The Patriots are going to be better next year. They absolutely are. Bill O'Brien will have the Patriots putting up more points than they put up this year, which means, personally speaking, I think the Patriots win 10 games next year. You got the Buffalo Bills in that division. All right? Do we really see them not winning at least 10 games? Now, I think there's a chance they might pull back a little, but still, 10 games. Derek Carr, have you winning 11 games, you think? I don't know. Maybe they win 10 games and they can win a tiebreaker here or there. Personally speaking, I'd probably rather have Rodgers. I'd rather have Jimmy Garoppolo than Derek Carr, personally. I don't love the New York media with Carr. I've been vocal about that. There it is. Tell me what you think. It seems it's the Packers, Jets, or retire for Aaron Rodgers unless somebody comes in out of nowhere. The one other thing I will say, it says the Raiders have taken themselves out. Josh McDaniels always made that a little iffy because his personality and Rodgers' personality, word has it, would not mix very well. But they also said that about Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. And towards the end, it didn't mix well. But in the beginning, they went and won the Super Bowl. Okay? Something to think about. I don't know. We'd have to see. But tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Peace them out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.